Hello everyone, happy Friday. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day, wonderful week. My week has been pretty eventful. I'll go into more detail later on. But like I always say, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Turn on post notifications and go back and watch my last video. Alright, and let's go. Can you believe it, guys? It is almost 1 year since the lockdown, and time has really changed. Like, honestly, I still can't believe it's been like almost 1 year, literally 1 year to date. And I remember being so clueless about, what was going on, because when somebody was texting me about it, I was off of Instagram for like a month. And you know how with Instagram, everybody is just spreading everything, like nothing goes unnoticed. But yeah, it's been about a year since lockdown, and I am just very grateful to just, still be here, because many people obviously passed away from this virus, and many people have had the virus and have come through it. I did have the virus, unfortunately, this year, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't to the point where I had to go into the hospital, which is very good. But yeah, I did have the virus, and one thing that I learned while having the virus and hated it so much, well, not hated, but being in quarantine in your house with a family member is, I'm not saying it's not fun, but you have to do the 6 feet, and you can't touch them, you can't do this, you can't do that. And I just remember just crying because I couldn't even hug my mom. But it sounds stupid, but it's just like when you do something so often and you stop doing it, it's just like a shock. And it goes to show you don't really understand what you have until you can't, do it anymore, or you miss it. Because I know it's not the same as losing a parent, but at the same time, it's like you're so used to something and doing something so often. It sucks when you can't do what you normally do all the time, especially when it's a good habit. So my message, quote unquote, is don't take things for granted, or don't take people for granted, because you never know what can happen in the next second or the next minute or so. Because it was just very confusing, because I had the virus and my mom didn't have the virus, but we're in the same house. So the thing is, I have to quarantine on my side of the house, and my mom is pretty much able to roam free around the entire house. And it's just like, wow. When you're a homebody by choice, it's like fun. But when you're forced into being a homebody, or forced into staying in a certain place, it's just like, I don't know. But for me personally, I just learned that be grateful and don't take things or people for granted, because when it goes, and it just sucks, honestly. But yeah, it's been 1 year. COVID has definitely taken up this place by storm. I was able to go back on campus this week, but not for classes, but just to do a visit type thing. But I'm telling you, it just didn't feel the same. It didn't feel the same because, campus is full with a whole bunch of students and you're just passing each other, trying to race to get to class or to the library. But being back after a year, it's just like, I don't know how to do anything around this campus anymore. I almost forgot how to get there. But yeah, like I said, COVID has definitely shaken up things, and it's teaching me not to take people or things for granted because, like I said, you don't know when you're here. You could be here this moment and gone the next moment, and you just have to be grateful and you just have to be thankful, honestly, because we don't know when it's our time to go. We don't know when it's our time to just leave this earth, and you are leaving things behind. You don't get to take things up with you when you die. All your earthly possessions are here, left here. You leave things. It's just, I don't know. But yeah, like I said, don't take things for granted. And it's not only in that sense, but any opportunity you get, don't take it for granted, because there could be people in the same position that you're in fighting to get in the same spot, and because you are at a certain level or because you know certain people, you get better opportunities or better positions than that person gets. So be grateful for knowing who you know, or be grateful and thankful for the position that you're in, because again, there could be people worse off than you trying to fight everything they could possibly fight to get into where you are at, and because they don't have the same opportunities you do, it doesn't work out for them. But yes, be grateful, be thankful, and appreciative for where you are at and for who you know and what you're doing. I hope that you guys have learned something, because I've learned so many things in the last year, honestly, about myself. But especially with COVID, I've learned not to take things or people for granted. But anywho, I hope you guys have a blessed and wonderful weekend. And those who are ending their spring break, I hope you guys have had a wonderful spring break. Now it's time for us to get back to school. I'm halfway there. Thank you, Lord. Halfway through the semester. But those who are coming up on their spring break, I hope you guys have a safe and happy and fun spring break. And whenever it's time for you to go back to school, hope you go back with full force and 100%. Anyways, I love you guys and have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye. And